4410 County, we got several victims in the front.
Can we get an ambulance to come to the northwest exterior door? The northwest corner, we got one, we got to move now.
Units coming in, you got to bring bags in, you got to bring bags in.
Police dispatch audio recordings are now giving us a glimpse in the frantic response to a deadly shooting at a health clinic today in Minnesota. And we've just learned minutes ago one person has died, several others inside critically wounded. Now, this shooting unfolded just before noon this morning, and after a massive response from local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies, the suspect allegedly responsible for today's attack is now in custody. NewsNation reporter Ashley Ketz live here now with more on what we know about the accused shooter and what may have been the motivation behind this now deadly attack. Ashley.
Well, we just learned that one of the 5 victims wounded in the shooting today has died. 3 victims remain stable but critical tonight, and 1 victim has been discharged. Officers responding to the scene this afternoon can be heard on police dispatch audio recordings as they came across the wounded and called for help from first responders.
Send the first ambulance you can get into the parking lot via the back northwest corner. I got 4 or 5 with gunshots back here.
4414 County. If one of the ambulances can try to come to the north, I have a gunshot wound, abdomen.
We have 3 female victims in the front entry. Spinal cord, gunshot, 1 critical, 1 in the abdomen.
4411 County. Send as many ambulances as you can right now.
While investigators at both the state and federal levels are working to determine a specific motive, local police say the suspect may have targeted this clinic because he was unhappy with the health care he received in the past. The chief of police got emotional today describing the emergency response effort.
Those officers immediately were given information that the shooter that there were several people injured within the clinic. Officers responding located multiple victims and also the shooter, a 67-year-old male who was taken into custody.
And here is a closer look at that suspect who was taken into custody. He's identified as 67-year-old Gregory Ulrich. The Buffalo chief of police says that Ulrich has a lengthy criminal past and was well known to local law enforcement agencies. Between 2004 and 2014, he was arrested several times on drunk driving and possession of marijuana charges. The Minnesota governor also saying today that, quote, improvised explosive devices were involved in the attack today, although it's unclear if any of those devices were actually detonated. Bomb squad officials were spotted at the scene of the shooting and other locations in Buffalo, including a Super 8 motel where Ulrich was believed to be staying and a nearby mobile home park. Investigators say they are still working to figure out if Ulrich was targeting a specific doctor or someone else inside that clinic. Authorities emphasize, though, that the attack did not appear to have any links to domestic terrorism. Rob?